In this video, I started out with $0, a truck, and this abandoned gold mine. And now I have the challenge of making it profitable and hopefully not going broke. Will I be able to do it? Stay tuned to find out. And if you guys enjoy content like this and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe and dropping a like helps too. Anyway, let's go find some gold. Well, boys, it's another day back out here on the gold mine, and as you can see, I bought myself a brand new setup. Now, I know that might not be the smartest thing to do with $10 million in debt and only $7 million in my bank account, but I did sell our second wash plant that we've had just sitting around all season, or at least for a good portion of it, to buy this. And it'd help if I didn't drive my brand new truck through the bushes. Anyways, I figured it was time to retire the old quad that we've had forever now and get this brand new, I think it's a 2025 Polaris Ranger or something. I don't even know what it is. At any rate, it's pretty cool. It's all done up. It's brand new and I love it. And also, I decided it was time to get something a little bit more reliable than a Chevy, a Ford. I may have just started a war in my comment section. Anyways, I figure it's about time we try out our brand new quick way around the mine site and go see what needs to be done. So we're getting very, very close to the end of the season here, and this is pretty much what we got left in the cut. I've been just piling up as much material as I can with the D11. It has been working great, but I still have a bit more to pile up here, and then that is about going to be the last of it. We could get a little more out of this side of the cut, but not much material left over here. Hold on, can I climb this pile? Oh, yeah. Oh, don't get hung up now. Yeah, there we go. Oh, don't tip my brain. Oh, crap. Anyways, we got a few more million to make before the end of the season, so we can get our debt paid off, hopefully, and then be able to run the mine next year. But unfortunately, I don't got all the time in the world, so we better get to work. All right, I fueled up the D11 last night, so we should have more than enough fuel to finish out the rest of this material. Now, we do have some snow in the forecast here in, I don't know, a couple days, maybe a week or so. So I do for sure want to get that one pile of material processed and hopefully get into this one a little bit, because once that snow starts to fly, it is pretty much the end of the mining season. Because once it starts getting cold enough, belts start freezing up, wash plants start freezing up. It is just not a good situation. And if I can this winter, if I have enough money left over after paying off all our debt, I'd like to be somewhere warm for the winter. Alright, so I just finished pushing up the majority of the material, but to make it a little easier for loading, I actually have to try push it into somewhat of a sizable pile. But lucky enough for me, this D11 can somewhat get the job done. It is better than the D10. Well, it is far from a perfect pile, but I think it'll work. That is a dang big pile of material right there. Anyways, that is pretty much it for the D10 for this year. It needs a bath, some grease, and probably a few other things, but that's a problem for another day. We got some material to run. Fire up the big old Komatsu here. Let's get some trucks loaded. I wonder how many loads is going to be out of this pile here. Probably quite a few. I will say though, loading and running rock trucks yourself, bit of a slower process, but still very doable. Too bad Colton's still not here. He originally was going to stay for the whole mining season, but his plans kind of changed, so it is what it is. Truck number 1 of the day. Many more to go. And I completely missed the road. Speaking of roads, if I had thought about it earlier in the year, I probably would have got a grader out here and smoothed out the roads some more. But unfortunately, it's a little late in the year for that, so maybe next year. All right, so I've been trucking here for a little bit. I got piled down to the last few loads here, and we've got a pretty good stockpile up at the plant there, but I think I want a bit more, so we're probably going to take some from that pile. We're not going to take the entirety of the pile because we'll be running for forever if I try to do that whole deal all in one shot, and that'd be too big of a cleanup. So we're going to try to keep it moderately sized if we can. After all these truckloads, I am really starting to think I should have smoothed out this road because it is getting hard on the back. But the season's almost over, so shouldn't have to do too much more trucking. Now, normally I'd try run the plant while I'm trucking in material, but I don't really have another person to watch the plant, so it's either I keep an eye on it, or if I'm trucking, no one else keeps an eye on it, and then something bad could happen. And that is the last of that pile. I have a feeling this other one's going to take me quite a bit longer because it is about twice as big. I'm just hoping there's enough gold in there. And that is going to be the last load of material. I was going to bring in more, but that should probably do us for a little while. Anyway, time to fire up the plant. I already got all the generators and stuff fueled up here, so we should be good just to start everything up. I got like 4 different conveyors to fire up before we can actually get this thing running through some material. Conveyor belt number 1, number 2, wash plant, conveyor number 3, and really tiny conveyor number 4. That's a lot of conveyors. But we are now running through material. That makes me happy because when we're not, we're losing money. So I've got our old D10 here that we just use to push up material. This makes things a lot easier. Although I could probably just sit on top of the pile with a big old excavator and probably do the same thing, but this is a lot more fun. For whatever reason, I can't figure it out, but this machine just will not spit out tailings. I have no idea what the issue is. All right, sluice box, there better be some gold in you by the time we're finished running this material through. Ah, crap, is that a pile up on the conveyor? Yep, that's a pile up. Okay, gotta run out and shut it off. Shoot, 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 shut it down, shut it down. All right, conveyors are shut down. I gotta shut down the plant here. Crap. There we go. Oh, man. That sucks. All right, I figured out the issue. There's a big old rock that somehow, I don't know how, I really don't, made it through the grizzly bars here, and got jammed up in the conveyor. I got it out. Now we just got all this material over here that I gotta try clean up here in a little bit, but well, at least we can fire everything back up. Okay, problem solved. Whew, as close. Could have ripped the belt. I don't know how it didn't. And right now, getting parts for any wash plants is really dang hard, especially this close to the end of the season, so we got lucky. All right, so we've been running here pretty much all day. It's actually starting to get a little bit dark, and we're just about out of material. But luckily, the wash plant hasn't had any more problems today, so we've been able to run pretty smooth and consistently here, which is real nice. Funny how the bottom half of the wash plant stays all dirty, but the top half is like real nice and clean. It's a bit weird. Uh-oh, what's that noise coming from the trommel? Ah, crap, we got a motor smoking. All right, shut it down again, shut her down again. Ah, crap, I gotta turn off the conveyors. I don't want the plant to overflow there. There we go. Man, you have gotta be kidding me. Second time again today I've had to shut down. Anyways, this side motor here to the trommel was smoking, which is not good. I gotta figure out what the heck's going on with it. Ah, this is the last thing I needed at the end of my season. All right, so it's been a couple hours here. I got the mechanic out here looking at the wash plant, specifically the trommel motors, or one of the motors that powers the trommel, essential to getting the gold out of the ground. And he says both motors on the trommel are pretty much toast. The other one was about to go, and the one on the right side there pretty much went. So I need 2 new motors, and apparently these things are next to impossible to get, which is just my luck. Right at the end of the season, not to mention I just sold my backup wash plant because I was like, there's no way. We ran I guess half the season with this wash plant, 0 problems. We're heading in the last 2 weeks of the season. There's no way I'm gonna need that second wash plant. Well, sure enough, it breaks. Anyway, he's gonna see if he can get the parts in. At minimum, if he can get them in, he said it's gonna be about a week. So probably by the time we get these parts in, snow's gonna be flying, which is not good. So I don't have too many options other than I can, I guess, get material piled up. All right, so I just took a little drive down here to the cut. I think we're gonna try get the entirety of this pile back up at the wash plant. I mean, we may as well, if we can't do anything else, may as well just get what we can up there and ready to go if and when we do get the wash plant going again. Because, I mean, really, what other options do we have? I'm just hoping we can get the parts in time to finish out the season with enough money to actually get our debt paid off, which is, we're gonna be cutting it close. Anyways, I'm gonna wait till the morning to do a clean out here. We got pretty much all the material ran through, minus like maybe 2.5, 3 rock truck loads. So hopefully there's some good money in there, but I guess we'll have to see. All right, so it is the next morning here. I got everything cleaned out and everything processed. We got $1.5 million, which brings us up to $8.8 million. Still shy of our 10 million, but it's better than nothing. Although it seems that the further we get away from the opening of the cut, the less pay, or at least good pay, we get. We still have plenty of pay, it's just not good pay dirt. So that's kind of an issue. But we still got a ton of material to run through, so I'm hoping it all kind of works out. I don't know, I guess we're gonna see. But hope y'all enjoyed. Subscribe, and goodbye.